about this, what you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Paul against Morant. Outside Crowder. Shot clock at 5. Here's Paul. It's hauled in by Adams.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Morant against Paul. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Basket good.
How about the change of speed from Chris Paul? That helps out a lot. Adept at getting his shots off under some heavy pressure.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Booker. Back to Paul. And there's the pass to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Booker with a deep 3. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Right side Bain, Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Here's Paul, banked in off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Morant finds Jackson. Out to Morant. Over Paul. Tries again. And it's Morant missing. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Now here's Crowder. With 3, Booker nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 5.
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
Morant with another miss.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Now here's Paul. The kick out to Crowder. Ayton a screen on Bain. And here's Booker from the arc. They grabbed their own miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jackson looking it over. Inside. Crowder with the steal. Passes it to Booker. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bain passes to Brooks. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Takes it out to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Morant against Paul. It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
There's the drive. Kicks it out to Booker. Fires the three. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, you can't see.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Now, here's Bain. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns, trailing by 2. Pass to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got the lead up to 1 now for Phoenix.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
Out to Brooks. Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Defended by Booker. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. Good on the bucket.
Good hands by Ayton.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Grant, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there was some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism to the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. With 3, Booker. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Yep, it counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Paul with the bucket.
How much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this, loves to attack the rim.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Booker outside. From past the arc. No good there. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been...
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Now here's Paul. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Was Paul a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Here's Morant. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Paul kicks to Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 1 point in the basket from Bridges. Morant against Paul. And it's Morant missing. The Suns have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Paul kicks to Bridges. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Bridges has got 6 points in the quarter.
Mikel really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And as his game continues to develop, Jackson's passing will get better with each season.
Paul left side. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So a time.
The Grizzlies, 30. Fans, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. They've got Clark. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot.
Jack Landale. First personal foul. First team foul.
Jones looking for an opening. A 3-ball. Here's Williams.
Saric working his way over to provide some extra coverage that time.
Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here's Shamet. Here's Saric. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup. Saric has got it all tied up now for the Suns. Outside, Jones. The 3. Good on the triple. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Johnson outside. Now, here's Shamet, defended by Jones. Landale with the bucket.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Williams sets a screen for Jones. With the drive. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jones has got 5.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Shamet, the pass to Shag. And slam dunk by Shag.
The defense not putting up much of a fight as Shag gets to the rim.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
For the lead. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside, Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Shamet, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
2 minutes remaining. In
Williams
the third.
dishes to
2
Clark.
minutes.
The kick out to Williams. Driving the lane, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
Assisted by.
And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Now, here's Shamet. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot's good by Lee.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Outside, Jones. Wound up there for Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Now, here's Shamet. Lee outside. Shag outside. Out to Lee. Shoots. Misses off the left iron. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got 8.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good move.
Shamet with it. Working on Jones. Landale with the bucket.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Jones from outside. Drains the three-pointer. Jones has got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis. Shamet with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Johnson outside. Shag just screen on Green. Johnson can't hit. And so it's Memphis bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Suns trail by 7. Kicks it out to Booker. There's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
You can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Now here's Morant. He takes it in, and Morant throws it down.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Kicks it out to Booker. Bridges outside. Ball passes to Crowder. Clock at 4. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Ayton. The shot missing. Adams, some nice D. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 6-point game. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
On the pass to Booker. Ball outside. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. A crossover, jams it in off the great move.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Morant passes to Bing. Back to Morant. Drops in the layup for 2. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
And Adams sends it back. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Morant reaches to Adams. Passes it to Bing. Adams sets the pick for Bing. Back to Adams. And stolen by Booker. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it. The fast break chance. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, Crowder can shoot that catch-and-shoot jump shot, and that's going to open up a driving lane.
Both good from the line that time. .106 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Morant. Takes it off the glass. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Crowder, a screen on Bane. A nice shot by Booker.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Morant against Crowder. Morant surveying the D. Crowder against Jackson. Back to Morant. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Booker outside. From deep. Off on that one. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. We expect this one to be intense, with two very athletic teams giving their all to capture the win, Clark.
And they both like to play a very fast-paced, energetic game, running hard, trying to score easy buckets, and that will lend itself to the conditioning level perhaps being the difference in who comes out on top.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Moran. Pass to Adams. Jackson down low. Prince is there. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Outside Russell. Now Towns. Here's the 3. Second shot opportunity. Clock at 6. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket. You know, last year was all about forward progress.
Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Moran against Russell. Now here's Moran. Takes it inside. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
The quick feet of Moran. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 5. And he can't get that one. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Towns against Bain. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Russell against Moran. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot. An electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
The kick out to Edwards. We've got a minute 48 left in the first quarter. Russell, the pass to Edwards. And too long on the shot.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter here. Here's Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's not the defense.
Oh, nice. Big finish. Man.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Edwards can't hit. Memphis leading. Outside Bain. Moran against Edwards. And here's Morant. He's got 10.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Russell, the pass to Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets. And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Towns for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
You know, something else they've done really, really well, and I know the analytics don't support it, but they've made the most out of their mid-range jumper opportunities.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. In the backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Outside Morant. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Russell to pass to Towns. No good on the shot. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
And then Morant with the jam! And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns for 3. Adams grabs the miss. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
But with the windmill, too, turning this place upside down.
Everybody looks stunned.
Boy, I tell you what, as well they should be, Kevin. I mean, that was one extravagant finish.
Down low. Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Here's Bain. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
The 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Here's Morant. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Driving. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 20. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, their skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Bain. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Moran against Russell. Towns with the ball. Puts up a three. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Moran. Over Towns. He gets it off. And so it's Memphis in a good situation. Up by
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 17. The Grizzlies, 30.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Danny Green is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Noel. Outside Anderson. From outside the arc. Not going to go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Green in the post. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
When you take a look at the former second-round pick, Danny Green, he's done a really nice job carving out a lengthy career in the league.
And for years, Green has proven he can be counted on. He's a key piece on some title teams, Clark.
Yeah, he's got multiple championship rings to vouch for that, to speak to that. I mean, he's the definition of a 3-and-D swingman. Actually may have been one of the guys that were looked at in creating that definition if you go back several years. He's provided lockdown defense wherever he's been and timely shot making too.
Here's Noel. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Outside Jones. It's rebounded by Rivers.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Here's Noel, and down it goes. 2 points.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Outside Jones. And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And stolen by Green. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Willing passers, unselfish play. Have to appreciate this kind of offense.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Anderson for three. That shot is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Pass to Rivers. Out to the wing. Anderson inside. Clark covers. Anderson can't get it to go.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Jones from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Noel, that's good.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jones. No good with a layup.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Anderson. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. There's 6 seconds left in the third. Jones from outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Memphis in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. We hear teams talk about... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Outside Morant.
And then Morant with the jam. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Right side, Russell. Towns with the ball. Offensive rebound, Gobert. Out left to the wing. Here's Prince. From outside, off the mark. Memphis shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. Three-pointer, Brooks. That shot off the mark. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Towns with the ball. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Pass to Prince. from behind the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
And it's Moran off the drive. Kicks it out to Jackson. And here's Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks, the pass to Moran. With the drive. Moran with the slam!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
For Memphis, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. That three's off the mark. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And stolen by Bain. Jackson, the pass to Bain. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Moran. Moran with the slam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's Edwards, and he drives in, throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Steven Adams. Free throw good, Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Morant into the lane. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Towns. Misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And it's Adams missing. And here's Minnesota now, down by 15. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now Morant. Going inside. Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Showing some power. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Bain. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Morant, the pass to Bain. Here's Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding
once battled.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, David. So Memphis will get the first possession. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Wall finds Morris. Leonard on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Hop pass to Wall. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Wall. Jackson against Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun. Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's George. Over in the corner, Zubac. Clock at 6. And George, here we go. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Here's Morant. Brooks with no one around. They get it again. Morant on the follow.
Have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go and attack the board.
The kick out to Wall. Morris outside. George against Morant. George, no good. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Morant finds Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say John Morant.
Brooks has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. George looking over the floor. The pass to Zubac. Back to George. Shoots over Morant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Driving in and finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Leonard kicks to Wall. Can they get it? And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it's Morant missing. Clippers trail by 7. Now here's Wall. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Morant against George. And finished off by Morant.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now here's Leonard, following the miss by Marcus Morris. Here Here's Zubats, the second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he's good on the second. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's stolen by Morris. Zubats the pass to George. The double clutch, and that's 2 points on the layup. George has got 6 points.
Yeah, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Nobody near George. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. And it's 8 points for Paul George.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
And so it's Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. Paul George is out there with Wall, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 12.
Size and strength. Paul George has both, and you love his willingness to play through contact.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Brought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Here's Wall. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Here's George. Wide open shot is on the money. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Morant scanning the floor. And finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Outside, George misses the 3. Memphis leading by 4. Morant right side. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
And George kicks to Leonard. Zubats a screen on Brooks. Leonard the pass to Zubats. Back to Leonard. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
On the wing, George. Guarded by Bain. And George, here we go. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams terrific protecting the basket.
And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes. Unbelievable unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role. You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
Now here's Morant for three. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 5. Nobody near Leonard. Offline with his three.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Outside, Bain. The tray. Sinks the three-pointer. Bain's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Outside, Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
That is big-time handles. The ball's on a string. Good luck checking John Wall.
Here's Morant. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from George. Leonard finds Zubac. Adams, some nice D.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Morant passes to Jackson.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Clippers trail by 7. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Wall. Back to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. No good on that one.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now here's Morant for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot. All right, David, thank you. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. George against Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And Wall kicks to George. Driving inside. And then George with the jam.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Morant drives in.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. The pass to Zubac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark, he's checked in for Athens. Williams comes in for Jackson. Green, he's checked in for Brooks. And Concher subbed in for Bain.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubats. Robert Covington comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for John Wall. And the Clippers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in, and it's Clark in the corner. Back to Jones. Lobbed up there for Clark. The shot, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Shoot from the right block. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Powell dishes to Batum. Kicks to Covington. Kennard against Green. Kennard with a screen on Jones. And the dunk by Covington.
Robert Covington sought out the contact, finishes the play, and now will try to finish the three-point play.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Williams looking around. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's Jones. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got his first 2 points.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Jackson passes to Batum. Now Powell. Back to Batum. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Williams, a screen on Jackson. Floats it up for Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jones against Jackson, and they pick up 2.
Don't let Reggie Jackson get easy scoring opportunities, folks. Then he catches his rhythm, and now you've got a problem.
Picked by Clark. Jones in the post. Jackson on him. And Clark is right there. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Covington down low. He's guarded by Williams. Hangs. And the layup good by Batum.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
Now Jones. 16 seconds left in the third. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Jackson. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Williams. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their leads. Here now a chance to show you assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward position. All out there with Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
In traffic, around bodies, doesn't matter. John Wall, once he's inside, he's thinking score it.
Jones, no one around him. Buries it from three-point range.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And Wall kicks to Leonard, releases. Here's Zubats, back to Wall, and it goes out of bounds. First touch by Clark.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Well, Paul George simply stated as playing at a high level, getting to his spots and riding this wave of scoring.
Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Outside for George. Pass to Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got his fourth rebound in this one. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Wall passes to Morris. Leonard dishes to Morris. Pass to Zubats. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his fifth assist in this one. Memphis leading by 5. Brooks with it. There's the lob to Jackson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
The three from George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Bain sets the screen for Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Wall, no luck. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was not good. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Good use of the stop and pop there by Brooks, keeping his body under control.
Here's George. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clippers trail by 9. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Morant against George from about 19 feet.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
The kick out to Wall. Pass to George. To end the run. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
His three-pointers off the mark. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard attacking. George way outside. That doesn't go either for George. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Morant against George.
LA foul. First personal foul. Second team.
And the first one drops.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr.
That one is no good. On the wing, George. Guarded by Morant.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Stolen by Zubac. And they'll get another chance.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. This
teams really get it done on the offensive end.
Here we go.
Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Bain. Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Paul against Morant. Outside Paul. Here's Ayton. Bridges passes to Ayton. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Booker no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Now Morant. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Paul passes to Bridges. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The kick out to Paul. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. And then Morant with the dunk.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Paul against Morant. Paul shot is off. Memphis leading. Bain finds Morant. Morant with the slam!
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Crowder. Oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Crowder. Booker's got his second basket of the game. Paul against Morant. Up top, Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson down low. He's against Crowder. And stolen by Paul. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Here's Morant. Oh, flying high, throwing it down.
Not too many people play that game up there, but he does.
Woo! Now here's Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. The kick out to Paul. And the Suns get another three.
This is the leadership you get with Chris Paul. Looking aggressive, taking these quick shots.
Here's Morant. Oh, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this was previous plays. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The free throw drops for Morant.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. Bridges outside. Pass to Crowder. Out to Bridges. And here's Ayton. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Here's Morant. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Suns ahead. Up 3. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it on the take. Adams with a screen on Booker. Bane, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Paul shot is off. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And it's Crowder missing. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. To the right side. Ayton against Adams. Outside Booker. Takes a 3. Brooks with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's got his second basket.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Paul against Morant. Now here's Paul. He's closely guarded. Bridges passes to Paul. 5 on the clock. Driving inside. No luck on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Stolen by Ayton. And the layup is good off the glass. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Paul, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
CP3 is a smaller player, but he likes taking contact. Beautiful. And one.
The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And it's Ayton off the drive. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And the basket by Bane.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Out to Bridges. Fires the 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Bridges has got 6.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And then Morant with the dunk.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Booker, good.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Ball against Morant. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns leading. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And he makes the first.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Phoenix has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Booker, the pass to Crowder. First one falls for him.
A well-rounded player on both ends. You can count on Jay Crowder night in and night out, and you see the value he provides for this team.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. From deep, Johnson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. So we conclude the first half. The Suns on top. They're up by 10. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
A line change here for Memphis. Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams 5. Damian Lee out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Dario Saric. Then there's Johnson. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's off on the first.
At the line for Memphis, Brandon Clark.
And he sinks the second. And Phoenix shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Here's Shamet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
With that type of range and confidence, Landry Shamet shooting is very important.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Jones. call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
No coverage that time. Shamet's got 5.
If you're the D, you gotta chase Shamet off the perimeter. He's too dangerous from outside the arc.
Here's Jones. It's hauled in by the Suns. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
To halt the run. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Dario Saric. And he can't get the first one.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Tyus Jones.
And the second free throw is good. Phoenix has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Here's Shamet. He's got 5. And they recover it. Lee on the wing. Uses the glass on the layup. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter. And Memphis shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Outside Jones. It's hauled in by Saric. The Suns on offense. They're on a 10-1 run. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Lee. Back to Shamet. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Conchar pulls it in.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Now here's Saric. Defense is right there. Pass to Lee.
Walking foul call. Zaire Williams. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. Pure from 3-point range. Shamet's got 8.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And again, Memphis no good.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Here's Landale. Williams defending. They get it back. Pass to Landale. Now here's Johnson. Clock at 6. Here's Landale. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Lee. Suns keep it alive. And Landale gets it to go.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Counted from distance.
Where was the D there? No one was covering the open man.
1:02 left in the third quarter here. Here's Shamet. Give him 8 points now. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Now, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. Misses the 3. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Clark. Jones from outside. The shot no good. Here's Landale. Outside Johnson. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone.
Coming after it like a pit bull, Danny will.
And so it's Phoenix feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. Back to Paul. Crowder with it. Three-pointer. Brooks with the rebound. Bridges finds Crowder. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jackson. Behind the back and lays it in.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot. No problem.
Paul against Moran. Outside for Booker. Fires for 3. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And then Moran with the jam!
The decision-making keeps improving. Ja Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Crowder. Back to Paul. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, Bain. Crowder with a steal. Booker with it. Guarded by Moran. Outside Booker. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 9 points now in the second half. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns?
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
For Phoenix, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter here. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Moran against Paul. Brooks outside. From behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And what a huge performance it was for Devin Booker.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
Bain, no good. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Now Booker. And Booker gets double teamed. And he's going for the lob. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Pass to Jackson. Now Brooks from deep three-point range. Here's Morant. And there's the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
What an athlete this guy is. Ja Morant is talented at staying in control.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Paul with it. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Grizzlies making the shot, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes. Look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Now here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Pass to Edwards. Out to the wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Morant surveying the D.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And he makes both free throws. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Gobert with a screen on Bain. Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's Morant. Dives to the hoop. And Adams kicks to Bain. Jackson passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now, here is Russell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Towns with the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And when Morant takes takes off towards the basket. Look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Gobert with a screen on Bain. And Edwards with the stuff.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Morant. Put it down! Wow!
Gracious way to get up. What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths.
Nice finish. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And Morant throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 10. Gobert finds Prince. Towns for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
The pass to Russell. He feeds it to Gobert. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. Like, for instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Towns lays it up and banks it in. Towns has got 8 points.
And one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
Morant with it. He's got 20. Takes it inside.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Bain against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bain. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Brooks. Here's Jackson, and he converts the layup. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
Outside, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Gobert finds Russell. Outside, Towns. 5 on the clock. Gobert trying to get open. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Towns.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
And then Morant slams it in.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy. One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Edwards going inside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. For Memphis, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Morant dishes to Brooks. And he banks in the layup. Brooks has got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Morant outside. And there's the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk. The shot, no good. And that's it for the...
The Timberwolves, 32.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Clark. Green out there with Williams. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar into the 2 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Jones for 3. Williams. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Reed gets the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Jones against Rivers. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Rivers kicks to Anderson. And here's Rivers. Back to Anderson. Ooh, the double clutch. And he sinks the layup.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Jones looking for an opening, and it's Williams with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Going to high school in the L.A. area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
Hands it from downtown.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Rivers kicks to Anderson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Jones against Rivers. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got the lead back up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Rivers kicks to Anderson. That shot off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Clark with it. Picked up by Rivers. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And Clark with the lay-in. And now a 7-point Memphis lead.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Anderson in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Rivers against Jones. From deep three-point range. Here's Williams. Passes to Concho. Floats it up for Williams. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Snatched up. Here's Anderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Anderson. 1:07 left here in the 3rd quarter. Rivers against Jones. The feed to Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. And he ends up missing both free throws. Timberwolves trail by 5. It's Rivers on the wing. There's 47 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Noel. A reverse. And the layup is good. Noel's got his first basket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Jones for 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. A nice shot by Anderson.
Assist goes to Austin Williams.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 1-point game. Williams a screen on Rivers. Floats it up for Williams. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Anderson, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the 3rd quarter was over.
The previous play is under review.
We're going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was in as we conclude the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. It's the Grizzlies up 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Russell kicks to Towns. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Outside for Jackson to the left wing. Jackson a screen on Russell. Here's Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards a screen on Morant to tie it up. And there's Edwards on the assist by Russell.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Morant, and Morant throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Brooks. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And what a fearless drive by Brooks, going right into the defense there and drawing the foul.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Pass to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
No good on that one.
At the line for Memphis,
He hits the second from the line.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Out to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
He's not going to let this game get away from them. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
Here's Morant. And he makes good on the way up. Morant's got 35 in the game.
Welcoming any physicality on his way out. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Towns for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And then Morant slams it in.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Here's the pass to Towns. Fires for 3. Stolen. And it's Memphis on the break. Memphis the rebound. Jackson passes to Adams. 6 to shoot. Bain kicks to Morant. Driving to the basket. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Towns has got 19 points.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
And finished off by Morant.
just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Russell finds Prince. Towns for three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Bain passes to Jackson. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of his shot. Most young bigs are still developing that.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
Edwards looking it over. Towns for 3. No good on the shot. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Edwards dishes to Russell. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Knocks down the trifecta.
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style.
Morant against Russell. Morant outside. So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for Paul Wright. David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sport. Allie, it's all yours.
Welcome.
Maybe influenced by his years with Tim Duncan, who also had that poker face. Allie, good stuff. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together.
Out of the way! Wow! The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Bain against George. Morris outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Steven Adams.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
We've got 2 conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Pass to George. Morris against Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. George passes to Zubac. Good on the bucket.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
He's perfect from the line this time.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Wall finds George. From deep 3-point range. Unable to get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
George outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. In transition. Here's Morant. And that one hits the back iron. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Leonard passes to Wall. Jackson against Morris. Here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. Out to Leonard. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Pass to George. Oh, misses the dunk.
We love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Memphis.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The first one falls. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Adams with a screen on Wall. Here's Morant. That one a little long.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Both free throws good from Morris. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Morant against Wall. And then Morant with the jam!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. George against Bain. George passes to Leonard. George outside. And the jam by George.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And then Morant with the jam!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. The Clippers trail. George outside. Pass to Zubats. Back to George. Tries it from 16. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
George's shot is off. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 23.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
To the middle. Here's Wall. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Morant, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. For 3, George. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Morant, that shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. From the arc. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Wall finds Morris. Back to Wall. All right, Brent, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Here's Morant, and it's rejected. And here's the fast break. Here's George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Outside Morant. There's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, we settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Zubac's with it. He's picked up by Adams. 6 to shoot. Here's Morris. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Kicks it to George. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. Morris passes to George. From downtown. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
51 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Morant. It's deflected. And here's George. He's got 11. Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Wall against Morant. Into the lane.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
Morant against Wall. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 is up. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Jackson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. George, a deep 3. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Memphis finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be back in a moment. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Green. And it's Williams in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jones finds Clark. Kennard outside. No good on the 3. Memphis leading. Here's Jones. And he banks in the layup. Jones has got his first basket.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Powell outside. Pass to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Jones drives in. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Right side Covington. Kennard outside. And stolen by Williams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Jones from outside. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Batum outside. Pass to Covington. And stolen by Jones. Here's Williams. Yep, count it. And now a 10-point Memphis lead. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Up top, Jackson, defended by Jones. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, Reggie determined that time. A great straight line angle he took. And he ended up fouling.
And he's good on the second. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Jones against Jackson. Jones' shot is good. Jones has got 6 points.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket. And you get the lay-in.
Jackson pass to Kennard. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Powell outside. Outside Covington. And the Clippers miss again.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Williams finds Jones. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Jones has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Powell in the post. And the officials call a traveling violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Clark with a screen on Wall. Here's Jones. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Jones hits them both. Here's Wall. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Looking to win the run. The shot won't fall. Good D by Clark. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Outside, Green. Drops in the layup for 2.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot-blocking guards you're going to find.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
First free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Adams checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Williams. Brooks, he's checked in for Green. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. George, right side. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got 16 points now.
Just surveying the defense, and Paul George had enough room to get that one off.
Here's Morant.
Oh, yes, sir! Wow! Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intent. Get up to throw down.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
And here's Morant outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Outside Wall. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Memphis up 9. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Morant. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
First team.
Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Wall. That one from long range. Morant's got 32 points in the game.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
George outside, top of the key, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Wall against Morant. Takes it inside, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Conchar. Here's the three. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Morris with it. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
From deep. The Clippers grab the miss.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far. Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Morant. It's blocked. Morris down low. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against George. 4-3. They get it again. Here's Adams. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Here's George. That one drops for him. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point he's going to need some help.
Wall against Morant. Outside for Brooks. Takes a three. Back to Morant. Shoots over Zubats. There's Jackson with the three. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Oh, there's the alley. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Adams. Williams comes in for Brooks. And it's Desmond Bane in for Conchar.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Memphis has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Three-pointer. That one No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George passes to Leonard. Fires the three. With the tip. Controls the rebound and the putback.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Grizzlies.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, BA, that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Williams finds Morant. Clock at 6. On the take. Morant with the slam!
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here. Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Morant against Wall. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Here's Clark. It's rebounded by Morris. Wall against Morant. Outside Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely even smooth when he's powering it home like